So this is the Amanita muscaria, fly agaric, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about. Hi, how are you? Beautiful. About why we celebrate Christmas the way we do because of this mushroom. I'm gonna be speaking real fast. I got to keep this brief. It's a long story. Northern Scandinavia, the nomadic tribe called the Laplanders are reindeer herders. They're a nomadic tribe. They may still be doing this, but way back in the old days, what they did is they took this mushroom, they dried it, and they sprinkled it in the snow. The reindeer ate it, they became intoxicated, and they were easier to herd. They also got kind of hyper, they jumped around a little bit, jumping reindeer. So, the shaman of the village, who's dressed in kind of a red and white flowing robe, he has a long white beard, he goes out and he collects these, and they're used by the tribe, by the people, in ritual ceremony as an intoxicant, as a hallucinogen. And I've even heard similar to the way the Western world uses alcohol. But this can be much stronger if you're not used to it. I have not imbibed myself. So, shaman goes out dressed in his red and white robes. Under a spruce tree, he finds his presents, and they live in these dugout holes with a fire in the center and a teepee around the hole. And there's a log on a 45-degree angle with steps cut in it going up out of the smoke hole. So he comes back down the chimney bearing gifts, which they feed to these jumping reindeer, flying reindeer. So now you got flying reindeer, Santa Claus, presents under the tree. You're going out to get a spruce tree every year. Why? Because it's in association with this mushroom. These were the original gifts under the spruce tree. La la la. It's happening every winter solstice. Christianity comes along. They figured the birth of Christ was maybe around July sometime, June. They weren't sure. My neck's getting sore. And these pagans are doing this, but they just combined the two. So now you're celebrating the birth of Christ with Santa Claus, presents under a tree, preferably a nice spruce tree. And they're wrapped, you know, the themes are red and white, Santa Claus, all that. You get the drift, you get the point. This mushroom is in a big relationship with the porcini I mentioned. Where you find it, you're going to find the porcini. Not always, but as a given rule, that is really prevalent. Okay, long enough video. Very interesting, huh? Interesting stuff. Fascinating out here. The ancient Indian people had this text called the Rig Veda, and that's the oldest piece of literature on the planet, I believe, Hinduism. And it's all about this divine soma. And certain people believe that this mushroom was the soma they're talking about, that enabled them to see God and the oneness. Basically a drug, right? Deeply, deeply embedded in our culture. So much deeper than we know. Amanita muscaria is the Latin, fly agaric, common name. I love this mushroom. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful mushroom. The Japanese eat this mushroom, I've been told. I heard a story by my friend David one time. He was in Japan picking porcini, and he gets to the top of the mountain, and the Japanese have these amanitas in their basket. And he says, you know, in Italy they really prize this mushroom, the porcini. We never pick the amanita. And the Japanese said, yeah, well, those Italians will eat anything. So there you go. It sure is easy to identify. Don't eat it. Okay, we can talk about that more one day, about how it can be safely consumed. Don't let your kids eat it, don't let your dogs eat it, but respect it. It's very embedded in your history.